What's going on, Scorpio? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for April 20th through May 5th, 2023. So in this reading, Scorpio, we're going to look at your recent past, your present energy, and your immediate future as it pertains to the eclipse season that we find ourselves in right now. We just had a powerful solar eclipse in 29 degrees of Aries on the 19th or 20th of April, depending on where you find yourself in the world, and we're going to have a very powerful lunar eclipse in 14 degrees of Scorpio on May 5th, 2023. So when you're watching this, we're most likely in between these two eclipses, and so it's some of the most potent energy of the entire year, like a lot of timeline jumping and big permanent changes going on, Scorpio. So that's why we're going to focus on this period. So just to make it clear, when I talk about the recent past in this reading, we're talking about the time period before April 20th. So what happened before the solar eclipse in Aries on the 20th. When I talk about the present moment, we're talking about in between the eclipses, so from the 20th to the 5th, hence the title of the reading. And then when I talk about the immediate future, we're really talking about May 5th onwards. So what's going to happen on and after the lunar eclipse in Scorpio, 14 degrees of Scorpio. So with that being said, Scorpio, the last thing before we get into the reading, for those of you who are a Scorpio sun sign, born from the 29th of October to the 8th of November, where Mercury is currently retrograde in Taurus, and for those of you born on those dates, you're going to be feeling the Mercury retrograde much more severely than other people. So if you're 29th of October to the 8th of November Scorpio, just be really conscious of how you communicate and how you move just in general, okay, in all areas of your life right now. So with that being said, Scorpio, let's go ahead and pull the energy and see what wants to come through for you for this eclipse season. As always, we're really taking that? I'll keep it in mind. As always, I'd like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Scorpio. See what we got for you, Scorpio. Whoa. I'm getting some strong energy. Yeah, it came out again. The card that I said I'd keep in mind, it came out again, Scorpio, in a very unique placement in this reading. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and start this reading off, Scorpio, with your opportunity for this overall eclipse season. Your opportunity is the Four of Wands here, Scorpio, and the Four of Wands is really coming through in this reading as some sort of potential group of people, someone you're going to start a family with, or some sort of group of soul friends. This could be at work, or it could be in love is what I'm getting, or it could even be friendship. There's some sort of opportunity to really find your tribe. There's also an opportunity to recognize that you are in alignment for many of you. The Four of Wands, Scorpio, in your opportunity, we're going to have to clarify why it's here, but it is coming through as some sort of return to soul family, or many of you, I'm getting a weird message, many of you are starting to enter into advanced phases within a deep soul or past life connection. So there may have been someone that you've been dating, or there may have been a friend group that you've been interacting with, that for some reason something becomes really solidified here, like really solidified right now. So you could go from being close friends or being like really in love dating to like getting married, or to be like all three of me and my best friends are going out and we're getting like a matching tattoo. Some of you could be getting matching tattoos with your best friends. Like that's how big this opportunity is for you. For others of you, it's going to be more so with work though. For some of you, I'm getting that there's someone around you who is going to lead you to work that you didn't expect ever. Like there's someone around you in your life that is going to present you an opportunity for work, especially for those of you that are out of work right now. There's something about a unique like chance encounter to work somewhere. That's not going to be for all of you. But here's the thing, Scorpio. Your challenge is the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords has to do with heartbreak, and this was the card I was referring to that I said I'll keep it in mind, and then it popped out in a very challenging position. So the Three of Swords being in your challenge, we're going to have to see why it's your challenge here when we clarify. But for a lot of you, there could be a deep-seated feeling of like fear of rejection. I'm not actually picking up on that for some of you, so I'm not really connecting. We're going to have to clarify what it's about in a moment. Now, when it comes to the recent past, Scorpio, so the period like up until, or the period before the 20th of April, the eclipse, we have the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, and also the Page of Swords here when it comes to your recent past. So I feel like you're coming out of some sort of intense period. Okay, there could have been some sort of healing that you had to go through in regards to feeling, in regards to some sort of burden in your life, whether this is a person or a job or some state of being or whatever it is. I feel like there's some sort of thing that you really had to pull your energy back from, if that makes sense, or something came to an end and it was actually quite healing for you. Page of Swords is there as well, so you may have I don't know, but then it turns around so fast, which is why I'm kind of like, this reading, I'm going to be honest with you, Scorpio, is a little bit confusing to me. Because here's the thing, some of you may have, some of you here recently almost broke up with someone, but then instead of breaking up with them, you're like, no, we're going to like double down. We're going to like make it work. Okay. So like you were very close to breaking up, whether for some of you, this is a lover, for some of you, this is your work, whatever this is, but then you decided to double down on it. This could even be with your career, something that you thought, the Page of Swords to the 10 of Wands in your past is like questioning, do I keep working hard at this? Do I keep this burden around? And for a lot of you, you actually decide that I'm calling it a burden, but keeping the thing that's most prevalent in your life around. So some of you, this is going to be like your career choice. Others of you, love choice. You actually decided to keep it around here because in the present moment, Scorpio, and I know I'm taking forever to get to these cards because Mercury's in retrograde in Taurus right now, so everything's slow. But you have the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Hierophant in the present moment right now. So whatever's going on right now, a lot of you are really stepping into your legacy and your destiny, and it's a big opportunity that you prepared for, and now you're here. So I'm getting, once again, for some of you, this is going to have to do with like, I love you, we're getting married now. For others of you, this is going to be, we're best friends for life. For others of you, this is going to, if it has to do with a career, then it's something that you were iffy about. You were like, do I really dedicate myself to this or not? And then it just went through. So some of you, Scorpio, right now, you may be waiting on a letter. For those of you that are waiting on acceptance, like some of you are waiting to hear from a scholarship, some of you are waiting to hear back from like a business proposal, or like some of you just asked for a promotion at your job. There's something that you're like, that you were waiting for, that now it like went through. It's like, here, yep, you're good. And so whatever this is about, it's almost like the feeling I'm getting is like literally like the love that you have for your family. Like it's so pure, it's so beautiful. Like the love that you have for your blood family, usually if they don't do anything really bad for you, is like pure. It's just a natural love. Like even if you hate your sibling, like if you're the older sibling and like you see someone bullying your sibling, your natural self will be to stick up for your sibling because they're your tribe. And the reason I'm saying that is because whatever this opportunity is about, Scorpio, this 4 of Wands and your opportunity, and the 3 of Swords and your challenge, and then all this, it's almost like you're entering into a new tribe, like, and you're just going to have to accept them for the good part and the bad part. So, like, for some of you, just for example, like, it's like you are working somewhere, and then like you're like, this is the place you're going to be working for the next like 5 years, and these are the people that you're going to be around. So it could be like something around coworkers, like you're excited about it, but you're also scared about it. And then when it comes to your but then the responsibility almost comes. So once May 5th happens, Scorpio, once why can't I talk right now? Once the eclipse, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio at 14 degrees of Scorpio happens on May 5th, there's something here that you now have here, but that like it goes back to that 10 of Wands in your past. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and also the Tower. Let me repeat that. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and also the Tower when it comes to your immediate future following the 5th. And so the first thing coming through is that this new weight of this new responsibility for some of you is going to start to get to you a little bit. Like this Tower, we're going to have to really clarify what it is, but I'm not getting anything like negative. I'm just getting like, there is like, you doubled whatever something is, you doubled down on a relationship, you doubled down on something, and now the frequency is the King of Swords is like someone who made their mind up, but they're a little bit cold, bland. Knight of Pentacles, same. It's just like a disciplined approach, slow moving energy. So some of you maybe feel, once May 5th happens, like end the honeymoon phase of whatever this thing that you doubled down on is, right? Like it, for example, like you went out and you got the matching tattoo with your friends, and you're like, well, this is solidified, but deep down it kind of makes me feel like, what did I just do? That's the energy that this Tower is coming through as. For some of you it may mean something different, and when we clarify, we're going to get the information. But great energy overall. Like any problems that you're having, for most of you, are actually good problems, is what I'm sensing, Scorpio. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start clarifying. Let's clarify this Four of Wands in your opportunity, Scorpio. Why is this Four of Wands here in your opportunity for this eclipse season? Well, some of you definitely recently, once again, there was that feeling of should I stay or should I go, and then some of you just decided, okay, like, we're staying. Yeah, hold on, two more. Why is the Four of Wands here in your opportunity, Scorpio, for this eclipse season? Some of you really could be starting a family, by the way. Some of you really could be. The Four of Wands in your opportunity is clarified by the Justice card, the Six of Cups, and also the Sun. Wow, Scorpio. The one thing I will say about this reading is that it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Let's start off with the good stuff before we get the bad. The Four of Wands clarified by the Sun, the Six of Cups, and also the Justice card. Are you kidding me? I mean, that is beautiful, positive karma coming into your life. For a lot of you, though, the thing that I'm like, whether this is you starting a family, like, you know, this is where I'm going to be working, or this is my people, or this is my person, whatever it is, like the thing that you're doubling down on, that you almost let go of, but then you decide to double down on. The danger about this reading, Scorpio, and this is getting a little like esoteric, but the Sun has to do with happiness, right? And whenever something really makes us happy, usually like that's part of a polarity. So in order to, like, if you feel really happy, maybe the next day you're going to feel really sad. And what I'm getting from this reading, Scorpio, is that I'm not going to say it's a danger, because it's a natural fact that humans seek happiness through external things. But what I'm saying is, make sure that all of your happiness is not derived from the external world, because it's almost like right now you're riding this high. Like as you're watching this, you're on a high right now. Like you're getting flooded with positive emotions from connection. That's just what, like, whether it's connecting to whoever it is. Like, and that's a beautiful thing, because Scorpio, like, they just interviewed like a 109-year-old man. Like I just saw an interview of a 109-year-old man who still drives and everything. And they asked him, like, how are you still alive? Like, why are you still so healthy? And it was because of connection. And he said, it was because I have great relationships in my life, and that's why I am happy. And that's what's going on with you. There's some sort of connection that is going to make you very happy. But the thing about that is that within that seed, the potential of happiness also contains sadness. And because most of us don't end up like the 109-year-old man where everything just goes well, maybe he has a blessed chart or whatever it is, not to take away from his ability to produce that like in a stand-up way. But what I'm telling you, Scorpio, is that if something can be taken away from you and make you really sad, then it's dangerous. And that's what this is. But for those of you that are starting a family, I think it's a really good choice for you, actually. I really do. You have the Justice card, the Six of Cups, and the Sun. For a lot of you, there's just an opportunity to have children. So if you don't want that, then please be careful. But I'm just trying to hit all these points, Scorpio, and this is how it's coming through. Let's go ahead and go to, why is the Three of Swords your challenge? So you're going to be happy, Scorpio, for sure. But remember, the happiness is a polarity, right? Sometimes it's better to be neutral. But that's pretty advanced, and that's like Eckhart Tolle stuff, or just like Zen stuff. But I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. Let's see what... Okay. Let's see what the Three of Swords is here. Two more. Well, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So... Okay, well, the Three of Swords in your challenge is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Pentacles, and also the Five of Swords here. So that's a unique energy here. So in your challenge here, there could be something about self-sabotage for some of you. Like if you get something really good and you're not used to it on a subconscious level, you may sabotage it by going into old familiar behaviors. For others of you, though, this definitely has to do with someone potentially wronging you or harming you, and I'm getting even in your way past. For some of you, Scorpio, this eclipse is bringing up something like the worst possible way that you ever got like harmed is what I'm getting. So there could, for some of you, this is going to definitely be, and that's why the Six of Cups is here in your opportunity going into the past. For some of you here, like whoever screwed you over the most, like in life, I feel like there's something on a karmic level where for some of you, you're being good karma because you didn't act on your first instinct. For some of you, and this is not going to be for all of you, for someone that you wanted revenge on for a really long time, you try to talk yourself out of it, you try to do forgiveness exercises, nothing was working. And for some of you, your biggest challenge is you still have that like pain in your heart for something that happened to you like I'm getting even years ago. For some of you, it could be more recent. But I feel like you're realizing that just because life throws you bad apples, or just because you go through some sort of really deep, like unfair, unjustified suffering, that doesn't give you the right to bear no responsibility in your life. So some of you, this is really like a maturity of the soul reading, is what I'm getting. And because you didn't act out on your initial revenge that you wanted, you're going to receive good karma because of that, okay? So congratulations for those of you that are getting over those demons for sure. Now, there's going to be something weird that happens to some of you dealing with that as well, where for some of you, the very person that caused you harm, when you finally break free from it, there's going to be a little bit of an energetic echo where they reach out, or they try to see where you're at, or like something weird with that. It's not going to be for all of you anyway. So I just feel like I'm trying to keep it, like logical, but it's not really how this works. So let's go, Scorpio. Let's just go to the future, right? Let's go, or the present moment. Let's clarify why the Hierophant is here. What is this commitment about? But definitely something with your destinies going on right now, Scorpio. Some of you, you're going back into something that you failed at, is all I can really say. Like there's something here that you felt like was a missed opportunity in the past that now you're going to rectify. So whether this is a career that you didn't make it at or you had to give up, now you're going back into it. Or whether, Scorpio, for some of you, you really messed up a family situation in the past. Like you could have cheated on your spouse or something, and now you're starting a new thing where potentially some of you, your vows are renewed, or for some of you, there's a new person, but you're like, you actually learned from the mistakes. Like whatever this is, I feel like the universe has taught you a lot of harsh lessons that most people would not have been able to like really hone the way that you have, is what I'm saying. All right, let's go ahead and see why the Hierophant is here in your current energy, Scorpio. There's commitment, there's opportunity for your legacy. This is definitely one of those energies that if you get this eclipse season right, you're going to get the next like 2-3 years of your life right, or even beyond that, because everything's connected, right? Butterfly effect. But let's see why the Hierophant is here. I know it keeps, how many times? Is it the 4th time I've said that? Both, why is it here? The Hierophant, Scorpio, is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Strength card, and also the Hermit when it comes to your immediate energy. Some of you, this is going to be something you're silently doing. It may not be obvious. It may not be that you land a job, but you know what you want is attainable and it's in your daily regimen. So some of you, this is more so like you deciding like, okay, this is what I want and I'm going to do it. For others of you though, for some of you ladies out there, you may have recently taken on like the Queen of Pentacles to the Strength card to the Hermit is there could be a situation where you are like working from home, or you're staying at home, or you're learning some sort of skill at home, or this could have to do with children and you're in sort of like a very cozy traditional male-female relationship. Could be same-sex stuff, but there's a polarity there, like one person is the dom and the other person's like the sub, but there's like a love there. But then it's going to bother you down the road, not now. Let's just do let's do the Wheel of Fortune as well. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Scorpio? Yeah, Lovers. Wheel of Fortune's clarified with the Lovers here, Scorpio. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the World card, the Lovers, and also the Seven of Pentacles here. For a lot of you, there's really an upgraded love situation that's in your life right now, okay? So whether, like, you're the one taking the initiative to upgrade it, so if you're the one who's like, this one I'm going to get right, like this one we're not going to mess up, like I've learned my mistakes, here we go, the universe gives you the opportunity, it's there. If you're a man watching this, Scorpio, you may have found a woman who just wants to like stay at home and not work and just do traditional female things, if you're a man. Or if you're a woman, you may want to do that. For others of you, it's going to bother you, though, down the road. Even though it feels good now to do that, there's something about that. But no matter who you are, Scorpio, this could even be a vocation that you love, that you want to. You know, the Seven of Pentacles is something that you've watered for a long time. Is something that you're starting to receive the fruits of. So what's going on here, Scorpio, if this is a career sense for some of the guys out there, or for some of the women out there as well, like there's something that is sprouting right now that the seeds have been planted like 7 years ago. So some of you, you're given an opportunity. Like some of you, you gave, like there's almost this weird relationship you had with some sort of career where you were all in, you were all out, you were in, you were out, you were in, you were out, and now you're finally all in, and it's almost like you've become a veteran overnight. There's some weird message about you becoming someone who's been in the, like an OG of the game, that's like, instead of being new, and then that gives you a new status and a new way to maneuver, something about that. Now, let's just look at your future, because you have a lot of stability and assuredness, but then you have that Tower. So let's clarify why the Tower is here, Scorpio, in your immediate future when it comes to this eclipse season. Why is the Tower card here? Oh, we have the Empress looking at me. You have the Four of Swords over there. It's a little too many. You have the Empress and the Four of Swords. So once again, some of you are going to be locked into a system or, you know, something at home, something like this is what I'm going to study to do. Like, I want to make it clear, some of you may have no money. You may be just sitting in a little room, but you know what your legacy is now, and you know that you're going to work towards it. But you're locked into that, which may create stress. Others of you, once again, like you found someone that just wants like to be a stay-at-home partner, or you yourself want to do that, but then that brings... This could also have to do with children. I mean, definitely does for a lot of you. There's something about a powerful child. If any of you, like, you may not find out until later, but if you, like, got someone pregnant during this time, or someone got you pregnant, there's something about, like, karma and your kid coming in. So just be aware of that. Let's see what the Tower is here. Why is a Tower here in your immediate future? Don't like that. Okay. Yeah, well, it's a few different meanings. The first thing here, Scorpio, is the Tower is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Hierophant here. So a lot of you here, this is going to be potentially your own inner child screaming out now that you have a full commitment. It's almost like once you're locked into a commitment with someone, or a career, or a friend group, or whatever, there's going to be a little bit of a moment of like, wow, we're really locked in now, and now I have all these other potentialities that got taken away from me. So I would advise some of you in that situation to look at things like optimistic rather than pessimistic, like glass half full rather than glass half empty. It's all how you look at it is what I'm getting. Okay. Now, for others of you though, you do have the Ten of Swords here. Linked up to this Tower in the future. Once again, I don't know, for a select few of you, it's like almost like if you've chosen the wrong thing at this eclipse season, the universe is going to course correct your timeline. So for those of you that deal with something very challenging on May 5th onward, it's just because the universe is course correcting like your timeline, like angels are coming in to redirect you. For those of you that things go smooth though, and you're just more so like, you're more so just like, oh my God, I can't believe I committed to this. Oh my God, I can't believe I have kids now. Oh my God, I can't believe that I have this person or this whatever. Or I have this big task in front of me to live up to my legacy. Like, you just, at that point, it's all an inner game. And it goes back to what I said, where this reading is great. The one negative about this reading is that it seems to be you're deriving your happiness from the outside world. Like, I need this marriage, this child, this job, or else I'm not going to be happy. And there's something about how can you find happiness every single day of your life, Scorpio? Like, in the present moment, how can you do that? And for some of you, you're realizing that your happiness is somehow related to children. But